Hi everybody, my name is Michelle, and for those of you who don't know me, you may never have met me before, I'm putting together this video because of our own journey with some health challenges in our family. And I thought I would put this together, send this your way so that you know that you're not alone and that there's hope and there's some practical things you can do. And for those of you who do know us, you may have asked some specific questions about what we've been doing. So I thought it would be easier if I just made a video. I can send it your way, and then if you have questions, we can follow up, and I can do my very best to try to answer those. So chances are, if you're watching this video, you may have had exposure to Lyme or have some autoimmune challenges, or you may have a special needs child or friend or partner, and you're trying to seek some additional support for the different challenges that you're facing. I want to first of all just say that you're not alone. Things do get better. There are a lot of practical things that you can do, but I also really want to say that I'm not a doctor. I'm not a certified health coach of any sort, but I'm just sharing these things because they've been helpful for us and because I have seen a difference in our family as we've made these changes in our own lives. So I'm happy to share what's helpful to us, but I recommend and encourage you to find a doctor or a practitioner, preferably a functional, someone who works in functional medicine or integrated doctor or Lyme literate doctor. And I'll talk a little bit more about how to do that here in just a few minutes. So I wanted to start off talking about just everyday, like vitamins, minerals, nutrients, just kind of our protocol, what we do. Now, I love doTERRA. I love their products, and we'll talk a little bit more about the reason why later and get into the specifics. But what I want to tell you right now is when it comes to oils, you want to be very careful, and you want to make sure that your oils are a therapeutic grade oil. And I wanted to show this to you on the bottle right here. It says certified pure therapeutic grade. You might not be able to see it because of the glare. So you can see that symbol right there. Also know that you can research the oils and know that there is third-party testing on the purity of the oils. So I just want to pass that along and also give you just a strong encouragement. When in doubt, reach out. If you don't know if an oil or essential oil based product is safe, wait, investigate, reach out, ask someone. Feel free to ask me and I can help you research it and help you feel good about the choices that you're making. So let me start again with our daily routine. We've got what's called the Lifelong Vitality Pack, which is a food nutrient complex and cellular support. It also includes an omega-3 fatty acid, which I'll talk about a little more later. So that's kind of your basic there. There's a couple other ones that I add to my daily, which is all organic. This is Garden of Life. I do find these on Amazon Prime. There's vitamin C spray and a vitamin D spray, and then also for energy and for good cellular support and neurological support, B12. One thing I want to point out, this is organic. It has methylcobalamin, which is the much more like close to nature's complex as far as the way it's formulated. It's not synthetic in that your body has to try to convert it to something that it recognizes. So that's really important because a lot of people have a genetic mutation, which I'll talk about later. So you want to make sure you're using an organic methylcobalamin when you're using vitamin B's. The next thing I want to chat about is a probiotic. We use this, it's called a PB Assist, and there's a children's version as well called a PB Assist Junior, and it comes in like a little pixie set. I'm sorry, not pixie set, like a pixie stick, you know, back in the day when they have these little candies and you can dump them out. So you can use those. I literally just dump them out or give them to my kiddos. Or dump it out like in their yogurt. We're gluten-free, dairy-free, so that's a whole nother topic for another day. But you can use this. The other thing that I use is Sacro B. It's a Now brand. You can find it on Amazon Prime as well. And you can get their Terrazymes, which is another digestive support. It's for enzymes to help your body digest food. The other thing, and we'll talk about it a little bit later, is Digestin. This is their digestive blend, and there's something else called GX Assist, which is also good for digestive support. All right, let's move along. We did talk a little bit about the Omega Cure, which I think is fantastic. I have a hard time taking a lot of pills. So for me, this is partly why I'm recommending some different things like the sprays, because it's additional support without having to swallow another pill, and also because of a special needs kid, swallowing pills is not an option. So when I can, I will recommend some liquid options. And back to the kids, there are kids vitamins, but there's also a liquid vitamin called Intramax or IntraKid. You can find it on Amazon Prime. It was also recommended by a nutritionist, and because it's liquid, my kiddos, they don't have any trouble eating that, taking it. All right. When you're dealing with some autoimmune issues, it's really important to support your detox pathways. So there are several different oils and blends and soft gels that you can use. I use something called doTERRA Zendocrine, and I don't have it at the moment, but I can, if you're ever interested, just let me know and I can show you these oils. But Zendocrine is a great one for detox. You can make detox baths. You can actually dilute it with fractionated coconut oil, and you can rub it on your feet or down your spine or over your upper abdomen area. And so I use that. And there are some soft gels that you can take twice a day. There's also, like I said, I have to mention the sprays because of my kiddos. CCL spray is advanced glutathione. This is also for detox support. A lot of times children on the spectrum don't have a strong detox pathway, so supporting their detox pathway helps. In our case, I can see a difference in our behavior issues when we have and or haven't been supporting the detox pathways. The other thing that we use to support the detox pathways is by NutriMedics. This is just one parsley panella. There's a second one called, this is Berber panella. There's a second one called parsley. And you just do like one eyedropper full twice a day, or if you're feeling really bad, just ask your physician, but you can, from what I hear, you can take this as much as every hour. So we use that with our kiddos. And I'll talk a little bit more about NutriMedics, because if you're struggling with Lyme and you're not seeing a Lyme literate doctor yet, or you've got a Lyme diagnosis and you're not sure what your next steps are, you can look at Dr. Lee Cowden's website and you can contact them. They have a special program for folks who've been diagnosed with Lyme. So this is fantastic. It's really helpful. You get the products at cost instead of paying retail of what you would pay 2 to 3 times on Amazon Prime. So if you really don't know about that program, it's great to look into. I recommend contacting them, and they'll tell you the requirements to be able to purchase at wholesale. So this is part of the detox protocol, which they recommend for the first, I think it's like about a month or so. All right, moving along, we talked about some digestive stuff, and I showed you this, but there's also a digestive essential oil blend called Digestin, and same thing as the oils, and I talk about this later. With folks that reach out to me, you're going to dilute that oil with 1:3 ratio, so 1 drop of the Digestin and then 3 drops of an essential oil, and rub in your hands, and then you can rub over your belly. This is really good, especially if you're dealing with gastro upset. So we use this. It's also great just for supporting your digestion on a daily basis. I also use the doTERRA On Guard. Again, this is for supporting the immune system. This includes different oils like clove and cinnamon, which have natural antibacterial properties. You can use this and dilute again with a fractionated organic, fractionated all-natural coconut oil. You can rub that and put that on the bottoms of your feet or down your spine. You can also make a roller, so you have it. I also have a hand spray, like a hand sanitizing mist that I use. So this is also really helpful for fighting the bugs and the invaders. There's a couple other wonderful essential oils to also support your immune system, which would be the DDR Prime, which I actually have right here. And the instructions for using it are also